are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here we go, Brett. Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Mariota. Finding Walker, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw, Mariota. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mariota steps away to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mariota to throw for it on fourth. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And some space here. He's still on his feet.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. And going right back to Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Running left, here's Mitchell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so...
This is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into it.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Lance now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On third down, here's Mitchell. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have now moved out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, point looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 139 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. Touchdown! Elijah Mitchell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score Niners 28, Seahawks 14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
One.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota, and he's going to go down again. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Out of his end zone, Mariota. He's got a man, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the...
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 26 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
They should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Fourth down, Mariota. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Play action now. Mariota. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. And oh, it's blocked. And the Niners have it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there was a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready?
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. A handoff from Mitchell running left. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A final shot before half for Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mariota now. Throw out wide to Walker. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mariota going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 174 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Lance to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, 40 yards. And the Niners take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Gold with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 26-yard line.
And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, go ahead and mark that down as one of the most bizarre first down calls in the history of the National Football League. A fake, and it backfires.
Well, we've seen a lot of
first down.
Yeah, you're right. And we've seen a lot of innovation throughout the years in the NFL. I mean, we've gone from the single wing to the T formation to shotgun, right? Running spread, run and shoot, you name it, right?
To first down field goal.
First down field goal fakes. I think that's an innovation that will not catch on.
Throwing is Mariota. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Mariota on 4th down. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is down to 20. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Ready.
Gain of 16 yards. And the 49ers first down.
Ready.
On play action, Lance on the move to his left. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 41, Mariota setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Third and short yardage, Mariota. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. To throw is Mariota. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, second and 10 coming up.
Ready.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
Let's go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Lance. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Malik Jackson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action. Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mariota. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mariota. In trouble, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Right side, and he finds Gray.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Ready. Double 38. 560.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now Gray on the jet sweep. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A gain of 10 on a 49er 1st down. They'll go option to the short side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. On 2nd and 15 now. Lance trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, the spin. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go now. Ready.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd down and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. He stiff arms it, completes it to the tight end Kittle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more with Mitchell. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gold to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On play action, Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a